Hello there. Welcome to this video. It's the first video of its type, sort of a vlog situation where I'm just here talking to the camera, talking to you guys. But given the occasion, I think such a format is warranted. As of today, this channel is 1 year old. It's this channel's 1 year birthday. So everyone say happy birthday to PterodactOwl. It's not my birthday, just the channel's birthday. And the reason I wanted, mostly the reason I wanted to make this video was to talk about what it's been like in this year so far, because man, has it been a bit of a roller coaster. Lots of things I've tried and failed on, tried and given up on, and lots of changes that I've made just over time, figuring out who I am as a content creator. Because the thing is, when you start YouTube, I think you have this idea of what it's going to be like and what you're going to be like. But the thing is, I think very rarely do people actually really know what they're going to be like or what they're going to like, specifically when it comes to editing videos and producing videos in any terms, whether it's recording or editing, or when it comes to receiving feedback on those videos from YouTube's algorithm and whatnot. The first thing I'll say here is that I've tried streaming. I've tried it multiple times, and to be honest, I've learned that I don't like it, and I'm not going to force it anymore. I've tried. I like playing games in that way, but the issue that I always encountered was disappointment in some form. I think disappointment on Twitch and disappointment on YouTube come in different forms. When I'm streaming and viewership is rather low, I can see it in the moment, and I have to deal with that emotionally during the stream. On YouTube, on the other hand, if a video doesn't perform well, which oftentimes happens, I can deal with it on my own time. It doesn't really affect the content I am producing because I can just deal with it and then move on. On Twitch, it's different, or streaming in general, it's different. People will say, oh, don't look at the numbers then. But I'm not someone who can do that, so I've stopped. Emotionally, it made me a wreck. The disappointment that came from Twitch was just more disappointing than, YouTube videos not performing well. Now, that doesn't mean I won't continue streaming in the future. Maybe when I get more subs on YouTube, maybe I'll try streaming on YouTube. I think that's a viable path, and maybe it's more accessible if I build a fan base on YouTube. Then maybe I can start streaming on YouTube as well. But as far as the current moment is concerned, streaming has been ceased, and I don't know if I'll return. At least in the immediate future, I don't think I will. Now, the second order of business is talking about the actual content changes that have happened over the year. There have been some ups and downs with content, and I think that the changes have mostly been for the better. I think that I'm now in a solid place and a solid I have a solid idea of where I want to be heading in the future. But let me just track for everyone where exactly this YouTube channel started and where it's at now. So when I started the channel, I was streaming on Twitch, and I was streaming with some friends on mine. It was typically like Fortnite or whatever. And the first red flag for me should have, to stop playing Fortnite would be when I've never enjoyed Fortnite. Sorry for anyone who's watched one of those videos and enjoyed it. I don't mean to carry on the illusion that I enjoy Fortnite. I hate Fortnite and everything it stands for. But it was cross-platform. so I could play with some of my friends. And, I would take those streams, that would be 2, 3, 4 hours long, and I'd edit it down to a 10-minute video of funny clips. 10 minutes. That is not a long-term strategy. I could not do that. Props to anyone who can do that, but I did not enjoy sitting down for, when I'm editing, sitting down and rewatching the stream for 2 or 3 hours and cutting up the small 5 to 10-second clips that were somehow funny, or at least funny to me. And that's a whole other thing. Funny to me is not funny for other people. I have a weird sense of humor, and I don't think that matches with YouTube's algorithm. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, go to not my very first video, but the Unhinged Fortnite moments. That was, my best performing video. It's no longer my best performing video. But it's a 10-minute video, and it was like a 3-hour stream. And I gotta admit, it's a good video. I still think it's a good video, but that format just isn't sustainable long term. Maybe every once in a while, if I was posting once per month, then okay, I'd be fine with that. But when you're starting on YouTube, you can't post just once per month, or you're not going to go anywhere unless you have like the best content and know how to fit into the algorithms exactly. But it's just not what I want to do. I didn't want to post once per month. And as you can see, there actually are a few, if you go back into my older videos, there are quite a few gaps in time. I think I took like a 2-3 month break because I did not want to edit any more gaming. I was done sitting down editing streams. I couldn't do it. And that was my bad. YouTube probably didn't like that I took that long of a break. But so what? I needed it, for mental health and whatnot, because it was tearing me down, both from streaming the content and having those streams be disappointments, and then editing a 10-minute video that hardly even did well. I could spend 10, 12 hours on one of those videos, and editing it easily. And then I'd get, 10 views. And they were all people I knew who I like shared the video to or whatever, right? That wasn't very fun. And in terms of YouTube's goal to being monetized, where you need, 4,000 watch hours, a 10-minute video got me like an hour of watch time, and that was not fun. That's still not fun to deal with. So after I took that 3 month, 3 month break, I took it around February or March. And this was like 3 months ago when I decided to do this. I sat down. Well, I didn't sit down. I was just talking to myself, and I'm like, why don't I just record videos on my own, like a lot of people do, and then just edit those? And believe me, that was so much better. I enjoyed that so much more. I could make interesting content with interesting ideas I had, and also I could limit the recording times to an hour or an hour and a half, and maybe I didn't even have to focus on funny moments. I could just cut it down to the substance of it without focusing on funny moments. So far, I don't really care about being a funny moments channel anymore. That was something I learned a long, long time ago. But it was around 3 months ago when I decided for gaming to just sit down and record content. However, and I don't know if this is the ADHD part of my brain, I only enjoy video games so much. And to a certain point, my love for video games, it fades in and out, to be completely honest. So I started recording those videos, but then I hit a low point in my interest for video games, and it was sort of dreadful playing those games, not even just editing, just playing them. I didn't really enjoy doing it, and I think if I'm going to do something, I ought to enjoy it, because I think the viewers are smart, and they will notice if you really don't enjoy doing something. Plus, I mean, I couldn't stand just sitting there doing something I didn't enjoy. So, so then a month and a half ago, right around like before July, end of June, I said, "Hey, Smosh is coming back. Everyone knows that. Smosh came back, and I started rewatching a lot of Smosh's stuff, and I was like, I've had skit ideas in the past, but I've never done anything with them. I don't know anything about filming in that sense, or editing things like that. But I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. And to be honest, I enjoy that so much. I think that that's where this channel has found its stride. So far, I've been posting 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, in order to keep up. Well, in order to first stay in the YouTube algorithm, and also because I think that it's manageable. However, there's lots of howevers here. There's a couple things coming in the immediate future that I think everyone should be aware of in terms of that schedule and gaming in general. It's not that I don't enjoy gaming anymore. I just hit a low point. I've recently gotten back the ability to enjoy video games. So yay me. So now what am I going to do? Right? I've moved from gaming to skits, and I can't just move back to gaming, and I don't think it's smart to combine gaming and skits because I think that's going to be confusing for people coming into the channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep PterodactOwl as a skit channel, and I'm going to reduce the amount of skits per week to twice per week. However, on my second channel, PterodactOwl, I will be posting gameplay. It's not going to be edited. Well, it's going to be largely unedited. If I need to cut stuff out, then I will. But it's just going to be me playing through story games or simulators, Stardew Valley, or I think the first one, actually the first gaming video in a while is coming out there when this video comes out, actually. So you can honestly head over there now. It's a Borderlands 3. Hour playthrough. And I'm just going to keep doing that. I enjoy doing series. If the algorithm hates it, then so what? I enjoy doing that, and I don't think it needs to be edited. I'm someone who enjoys sitting down and watching people play games for hours on end. I don't like the short form content. Some people might, but I don't. So I'm not going to create it because I don't vibe with it, right? So on PterodactOwl, I'm going to be posting 2 hour-long game videos every week. And on PterodactOwl, I will be posting 2 skits every week. Now, it's going to be alternating the schedule. So it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. And that's going to be, I think, Monday, PterodactOwl, and then Wednesday, gaming, and then alternating from there, just like that. So that's what's coming up. I think that will be more enjoyable overall for me, and I hope people enjoy it. But I have to do what I enjoy first. As much as I want to fit into YouTube's algorithm and make what people enjoy, I can't make something someone else enjoys if I don't enjoy doing it myself. And that's the biggest thing I've learned, is that the YouTube algorithm can do whatever it wants, but you got to put yourself first too. I just have to say that I've learned that I don't like streaming because emotionally it is difficult to handle for me. I've learned that I can't sustain editing Twitch VODs, and I can't sustain my interest in gaming because it does fluctuate, and it always has fluctuated. And I should have been more prepared for that when I started the channel. I thought I could work through it, but I couldn't. And that's all I have to say on that matter. Now we're moving into better days, I think. The skits are doing quite well, I'd say, and I'm just going to keep doing that. Unfortunately, I'm a one-man team right now. I'd like to get another person to help with filming and whatnot because so far I can't do dynamic camera work because it's just me. I have a tripod. That's all I'm doing. But I still think it's better the way it is right now. But thank you all for listening to this. If you're still here listening to this video, it's okay. If you left, it's just me ranting a little bit. That's fine. Uh, but I thought it was important that I did this. That's what I'll say on that matter, because it's been a year, roundabout, and it's what a year it's been. I can say that, what a year it's been. But we're moving into better days. I'm nowhere near the goals I set out for myself when I started this channel. It's been a year and I'm at 306 subs. It's not very impressive, but I've learned to also be patient. Eventually, I have to have faith that my content will get out there. I think I make good stuff. I think I make quality content. I just have to wait for the right people to find it, and that's okay with me. I've learned to be patient. Things like this typically aren't built in the day, and if they are, then the person who did it is incredibly lucky. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I absolutely appreciate it. Happy birthday to this channel, and I will see y'all either in the next skit or in the gaming video that's out right now, and you should go check it out. Go subscribe to PterodactOwl. I'll link that channel in the description. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. PterodactOwl out.